Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video from Overbite Gaming. I am the majestic Snare. This is my disembodied voice, which is, quite frankly, it's missed you. Just come in for a digital hug. Go on, you know you want to. Hug me! So weird intros aside, thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for taking a punt on the old Snare Meister with his disembodied voice today. I do appreciate it. You'll be looking at today a nice little bit of footage in places from my Zephyr Prime that I picked up a few weeks ago. I feel like it's a few weeks ago, maybe less than that. But it's a frame I actually grew to love over time, and I'll be doing a bit more of a review in another video. But today is probably, as you might have guessed from the title, it's talking about something that popped up on the dev stream on Friday, and that is the new Warframe, the 36th Warframe. Now, nobody knows really what it's finally going to be called yet, but we've had a little sneak peek of abilities, things in action, and how it looks, etc. And that is Vlad, or the Revenant, whatever you want to call this frame at the moment until it's announced properly. It came through on the dev stream and it came to kind of a mixed reception as far as I can tell on Tinternets. I wanted to just make a few points in this video on my feelings, my initial feelings, and I think it'd be good to see and compare this with how it reacts when I get my hands on the frame and have a good couple of hours definitely maxing it up and learning how to play the frame and finding out the abilities. But right now it looks to me like a bit of a confused, I want to say mess, but I don't mean it in a bad way. I'm just worried. I think what's happened here is we've got two potential ideas that have come together and they don't sort of fit. Okay, that's the crux of what I'm trying to say here. So we have a frame that looks and is inspired by the Eidolons. It's got a very Eidolon look. It's the kind of wispy, ethereal energy streaming from limbs and face and all kinds of things. It's got an ethereal beard. I mean, that's a plus point. It does look good, but it's also got the power set of like a vampire or vampirism, life-stealy, crowd control, that kind of Inaros and Nidus kind of aspect maybe, but with shields by the looks of things on the footage. Now, what I have a problem with here is the fact that they are two separate ideas that don't seem to marry up together. Now, I don't know my Warframe lore fantastically well, and I haven't played a lot about on the Plains of Eidolon, and I've only done a few hunts, I haven't done massive amounts, and I know what they look like. Eidolons, I know how Eidolons look. I can't marry the two things together. I think the power sets of the vampirism stuff, it sounds interesting, so just to quickly run through it. First ability is Mark. They haven't got proper names yet. They kind of, from what we saw on the stream, they've got kind of pseudo names. First one is Mark, where you mark somebody and I think they start to follow you around, and you know, you kind of can not control them as such, but it's not like Nyx where you control enemies on the battlefield or produce your own sand people like Inaros. It's just like, I think they're kind of placated, and they then infect other enemies as they get beaten up because they're now turned. So there's that particular ability, and then there's like a shield. Number 2 ability is like a shield where if you get hit you get a free mark, I think, and that will go onto the enemy, and then you stun them as well, I think. And then the third ability is you turn into this kind of misty thing and you can kind of zoom through people, because according to Rebecca on the stream, all vampires have a mist form. I think that's a well-known bit of vampire lore. I get that, that's fine, that's no problem. But then you can infect people, but turn people as you fly through them. And then your fourth ability, you can send them all to sleep, which is kind of a good crowd control. And then you can sort of max up the damage from the explosions when they pop when you kill them. So there's lots of stuff going on there, but it doesn't seem to me like that's Eidolon powers, really. Or it's like putting, like, everyone likes ketchup, or most people like ketchup, right? And people like cornflakes, but you wouldn't put them together, would you? Hold on, let me just go and check that.
20 minutes later.
Okay, in the name of science, don't try that. It's fucking horrible. Seriously. I nearly just yacked. Just please don't try that. So I don't know what DE was actually thinking when they put this together. To me, it seems like there's two decent idea pools that weren't finished in either sense. So they've just gone, do you know what? Just put them together. Just stick them together. No one will notice, apart from keen-eyed Snare there on Overbite Gaming. He'll fucking know, but nobody listens to him anyway. It's fine. Fine, it's fine. I think that DE has got a lot going on at the moment, so with Telecon coming up, they're probably really focused on that. We know the Sacrifice is on its way. Who knows when that's going to drop? Probably quite soon. And they've announced that this Warframe will be released before, so Vlad will be released before TennoCon, so we're talking a couple of weeks here. So I don't think there's going to be too much tweaking going on, but they have said that they'll work with the community on the power, abilities, sets and levels and stuff, you know, as they are known for listening to the community, so maybe they'll get some of this back. Now, from where I'm sitting right now, I always come at Warframe from a place of love, not hate, because I do love the game and I just want the best for the community and the game. But I think what we've got here is a fantastic looking frame, because he does look pretty cool, maybe we've got a good set of powers, but not together. Can't we just like make something look a bit more vampire-y, maybe give him a name like Vampros or something? I don't know, could be quite easy to do. Vampy, Draconis, I don't know, Drakmac. I haven't got a clue, but at the end of the day, we need a better name if it's going to be a vampire frame, really, I think. But if it's an Eidolon frame, I'd love to see what they would do with Eidolon powers. You know, that could be an interesting thing, like maybe growing in size, or like energy bursts, or like having Vonvalists running around like with you or something, having additional sentinels. I don't know. It could be interesting. There's lots you could do there, and I just think it's a wasted thing to have something that looks like an Eidolon, but it ends up being a vampire. I mean, I don't know of any vampire lore straight off the top of my head that involves a vampire having a beard, and this Warframe can either have a beard or crazy hair, like one of the two. Now, I'm a big fan of beards. I have one myself quite often, but I'm not a vampire, so there's that logic. Just moving on, that doesn't make any sense. But seriously, having a beard doesn't generally denote vampire. It's not a trait I associate with vampires. So maybe it's just another fact that it could be just squished together, these two things. But nevertheless, I'm always happy to have a new Warframe on the books. I really enjoy experimenting with new Warframes. I find the difference in what most people would refer to as classes, but different Warframes give you a different way of playing and exploring those abilities and how you fit in with another dynamic within another team. It's all very interesting and a lovely part of the game that I enjoy. I just think we could be getting two Warframes instead of just this one mashed up version. Maybe it's part of a grander plan. I'm not going to give them that much credit, because I think this is just a squish of two Warframe ideas and is kind of getting it done in time for TennoCon rather than doing it properly. I hope I'm wrong, but that's how it looks. So guys, that is my absolute mind dump of what's been going on during the dev stream on Friday about the new Warframe. Please let me know down in the comments below what you think about this Warframe. If you've got any particular strong opinions, I'd love to hear them, especially from you veteran players who do check out my videos and laugh at how naive I am about certain things. I appreciate all of the comments, all of the suggestions that come back from you guys, and if you're not a veteran, you're more than welcome to give me your thoughts too. So let us know down in the comments below. Please, if you have liked what you see here today, like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. It does help out the channel a great deal and lets us continue to make great videos that is about stuff you guys want to hear about. So I try and listen to what people want to see and hear, so please let me know. YouTube makes it very difficult to get to you guys with content, so the more things you do, including dingling the bell icons just to get notified for future content, you know, it does help out a great deal. We do have videos coming out every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, so please check back then for some more awesome content. And if you got this far and you watched my previous video, I do know what a s'more is. It was a joke. Thanks for the couple people that actually pointed that out. But that's all from me today. I'll be back on Thursday with some more awesome Warframe related shenanigans, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. So until then, take care, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, love you, bye bye.